Third attempt. Anyone can hear me? Confirm. Trevor can't hear me. Let me check by my phone. I'm checking if I can hear. With you a simple. Jesus have mercy. Hey. With you a simple. Jesus have mercy. Aye. I think it's working. With you a simple. Right. All right. I think I can be heard now. Trevor can hear. Can you can you hear me on the phone? Not. Can you hear me on the phone? Yeah. I think it's okay now. Yeah, it's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. Yes, it's working. Yeah. Oh, you're not hearing me. You are not hearing me. Yeah. Hmm. I muted the mic. Can you hear me? You know, say how wicked, my wicked, and me mute the. Say me mute the mic. I am so sorry. I'm very sorry. Oh my God, I am sorry. Ah, I'm sorry. Come on, guys, come back in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Um, so I tried the live earlier and it wouldn't go through. They weren't hearing me, so that's why I restarted. I know them run gone. Even Jordan was here. Jordan disappeared. Yeah, I just want to go and check my channel so I can change the thumbnail because of the error I made. Yeah, no. I'm not messing with the live. I'm just going on another page because the thumbnail doesn't have the one that I started out with because I had to restart. Yeah, so a few more minutes and then we kick it off properly. Yeah. Okay. So how are you? Did I wake you at your sleep? You rested okay? Okay, cool. Because you remember you're going party later, you know. Yeah, you're tired, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think yeah, cool. All right. I'm just gonna change the thumbnail. I've got it right here. It's the thumbnail I need to change. I made a wicked thumbnail. It's nice. You soon see it. It make your thing you look up. You're up. You're either you're pink, pretty pink too, you know. Yep, that must be it. Yeah, I got it. Cool. Save that, and then we get back to the program at hand. Okay, guys. So, Trev, let me let you in from the back door. Add. There she is. Let's fix you up neatly. There she is. How are you? Welcome, my sister. Welcome. Welcome to the live, my family. So when you're watching this replay, you know who's in the house. The amazing Trev Essence Unstoppable. Welcome.
Hi, thank you, Delia. How you doing? How are
Yes,
you?
I am good now because earlier, cold sweat was washing me like, can this go wrong? Any more than it's going wrong?
Oh,
But
we'll
I'm
always
good
get
now.
it together. Don't worry.
I know every delay is for a reason, they say. I must have true we
Every
are gonna
delay is
talk
for a
some
reason.
things the computer don't want to talk. The things them. Yes, so it's not really a structured live, it's more a discussion, and that's to do with the incident that most people saw the other day with that young man or whatever man he is kicking the daylight out of the woman's belly. Then I'll share an article of 50 Cent in a similar situation with child support. Nothing to do with beating, but it's just to show how sometimes so many women they do have it well and they don't use it to their advantage or use to build. Instead, they just sit down and expect it to just keep rolling in and so on and so forth. But before we get into it, let's just bless the channel a little bit. Because you know what we have to say? A prayer day keep there. Lucifer's away, right?
Devil away.
Yeah,
Mhm.
man. So like we just drop in a word and then we just do the official and then we just start reason. Anybody come in later can jump in and give their opinion and that's it. Oh, me so.
Just like that.
All right. Don't talk. See there? Gift of life. Help us to be grateful for your abundant grace and mercy. Thank you for watching over us and blessing us with divine health to go through another day. Father, we commit our lives into your hands, that you lead and guide us by your Spirit at every step along the way. I declare we are protected by your power. No evil shall befall us. As we step out, we do so in faith, hoping and believing for the best. May doors of opportunities be open to us, and may we meet people of our destinies according to your will. I declare that all our expectations for this day have been exceeded. I pray that we will also be a blessing in the lives of those we come in contact with on our life's journey. Bring into our lives light where there is darkness, and fill our hearts with your love where hatred and bitterness lies. These I ask of you in Jesus' name. Amen. Welcome to my channel, Abuse Insights, where I create contents on abuse topics to include but not limited to childhood or domestic abuse. All right, and I hit that. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Well of Strength, because I call this session Well of Strength, because the topics that we'll discuss, a lot of people might be affected by them, triggered by them, but at the same time, the person who is discussing it might have gone through similar experiences and is offering myself as the strength so you can draw from me. The channel is the well. Oh, my son.
Just like that. Sound just fine. And I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I
Welcome,
love that.
welcome, Mercer. We got Mercer on there. Can you see your thingy as well? Your
For me,
yeah, can you see your comments as well?
no, I can't see the chat.
Okay, I think it's somewhere under the bottom. You should see where it says chat, and you click on it, then it should take you in.
Let's see.
Oh my God. Share. I never even share my own live. I always keep forgetting. Mercer, how are you doing?
Comments.
Welcome. I know. I
Okay,
know.
but while I'm seeing the chat,
You can't see
hey
me.
Mika,
Oh, you can.
what
Cool.
right?
Oh, okay. It says it's gonna be one or the other. Use one of your phone.
Rambo is in the place. Rambo,
Is
you
it?
need to say Miss Summons.
Hello,
Come on
cuz.
now, know yourself.
He did say, look, he said Miss Salmon.
Yeah, you missing an S.
Where? Miss
It's
Sam. Oh,
plurals. Any
oh,
two.
he's doing the Rambo
He
fixing.
ain't for,
He's at work. He's at work. He's
Rambo, you forget it's two of us here.
yeah, please say hello to the guest and properly, please.
Hello guys, how is everybody doing? Mika, how are you doing? I think I'm gonna log on here so I can see the chat without taking myself off the screen.
Welcome, Big Tim. In God we trust. Welcome. I was on your page earlier today. Good to see you. Come on in. Come on in. We're just gonna chat. Um, so let me tell you what's gonna go on now. So today I'm just gonna talk about an incident that took place in my home country, Jamaica, recently with a baby mama and baby father. The baby father assaulted her on her way from court, and he was seen kicking the daylight out of her. So we're going to talk about that. So it's just a general conversation. Everyone is welcome to share their opinion. And then we're just going to share us as well a little story about 50 Cent. It's in relations to child support just the same. And there's a message in that too. So it's an open discussion. All right, guys. So again, welcome to my channel. And I'm happy that you guys are here. And as I read the other day, I will do again. If you are a male survivor, this channel is for you. If you are a female survivor of rape or any form of abuse, to include domestic and childhood abuse, this channel is for you. If you are someone still struggling with childhood trauma, domestic abuse, this channel is for you. If you want to understand more about abuse, the effect of abuse, this channel is for you. If you are a past or current abuser, this channel is for you. If you are someone who has never experienced abuse trauma, but you have a brilliant mind, someone who can motivate and inspire others, a respectful person with knowledge to share, this channel is also for you too. So, welcome. Abuse Insight was created intently to inspire, to encourage personal growth, self care, and healing to help victims of childhood and domestic abuse on their journey towards accomplishing victory over trauma. So come on in now, take a seat, don't be silent, and interact with us. Here today on my live, I have my amazing family and great friend, Trev Essence Unstoppable. Welcome, welcome.
Hey guys,
All right.
how is
So,
everybody doing today?
who else do we have here? Please hit the like button as well, guys. Hit the like button. If you're not going to stay, please hit the like button, as Trev would say, on your way in or on your way out, right?
Hmm.
Mercer, face red, heart shape, face red. Oh, I think Mercer sent us some emoji there. Emojis. I said emoji. Emojis. Lord of mercy. I'm gonna have to use my phone to see
I'm
that. Come
on.
inside.
I was here trying to find the live.
It's there. It's a new one, so I think
Mhm. Yeah,
the
man.
thumbnail might
Mm.
not yet change. Let me just come over here and check something. Rambo, how you doing, man? I know you're at work. I appreciate seeing you. Thank you for coming. I tried coming live twice and it wouldn't show, but here we are now. So just checking something. Can you find it now, Trev?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm. No, see it at all.
All right. Let me see if I have it here.
Mm-mm. No,
Yeah, I
see
got
it
it. I
at
got it.
all.
I'll share it with you. Sorry, guys. Share me out on your community, please. I forgot to share my own self out, and I always try to share others. Trev, I just sent it to your WhatsApp.
Well, which WhatsApp you send it to? Please send it to the other WhatsApp because I'm on the phone with
Oh,
that
the first
WhatsApp
number.
you sent it on.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
Sorry, guys. We're just hooking up so that we can share the comment. Both can see it. Trev. Okay, so I sent it to the second one now. There it is. There it is. So, guys, how's your day going? How's your day going? Let's get back to this section here. Teach them. Rambo. Rambo, Rambo, Rambo. Come join us. This guys. All right. Done.
okay.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it. I just gotta get into.
Big Tim, you're still here. Thank you. You've had better
I'm
days.
just saying.
I know. Some days are going to be good, some days won't be right for you. So just trust him to take care of things for you when you're unable to do so yourself. Yes? Stressing man
Ooh,
still
ooh,
giving
ooh, 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 my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad.
me. All right, so let me put
Okay.
this thing. Good to go?
Yeah, I'm able to see it now.
Okay. So I'm going to just share an article about 50 Cent. It's amen, my brother. I've taken out a lot of it anyway, right? So 50 Cent sent a message to his son during an interview. In the article, it says, try a relationship with me, not social media. So apparently, the son went on social media ranting. And by the way, this is a young man who is 20, 25 years old, I believe. So it's not a child. And what he was ranting about, it was about his allowance. He was ranting because he thinks that daddy should be paying him more allowance. Hello? And their relationship doesn't seem so well. So during an interview, 50 Cent was asked about the relationship with his son and asked if there's any chance of a reunion. Don't know if it has changed now or it remains the same, but he dismissed the notion. No. Anyway, the reason for that is because of what the son did or said. So apparently, the amount of money that he was giving his child's mom or his adult son mother, the son didn't think it is enough. Mind you, this is a young man who should be out there working his own. So 50 Cent believes his son mother had brainwashed him and she
Mm.
attempted to take advantage of him. As we know, because daddy is famous and daddy's working millions. But this is the shocker. 50 Cent voluntarily went to court to settle this child support dispute and lawfully lowered the monthly payout to his son's mother to 6,700 a month. Now that might sound a lot of money to a lot of us because most of us don't work that amount of money a month, but he was getting far more compared to what the court ordered him to pay her now. So 50 Cent claimed his mom, which is a child's mother, his son mother, mismanaged the money that he gave her over the years. leaving her previous resident in foreclosure because she refuses to work. Isn't this the case with many baby mothers or a lot of women, not just baby mothers with celebrities, partner or ex-partners, but isn't this a thing with a lot of our women right now, especially back home? Hello? Don't throw stones. I have to speak about my home, and I cannot speak about other people's backyard, right, Trev?
I agree.
Yes. So that's where I'm going to leave 50 Cent story, because basically the message in this is, here's a woman who was getting a lot of money, a lot of money, and she could have used that money to do a lot of things, and she did not. So I shared the story because Rich and Poor does it. It demonstrates perfectly the attitude of our women, or most of our women. Yeah. Now, some people have a little, and from that little, they
They
make
make
great,
much.
and they turn it into much. I don't remember the Bible verse, Trev, but I think there is a part in the Bible where three persons were given, was it seeds or something, where one of them got one and he hid it, and the others multiply on theirs and come back with more. Do you know that Bible story?
It sounds familiar, but I can't pick it off the top of my head and say which one it was.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, I was trying to remember that, to say that what this lady had at her advantage, she should
Hmm.
have been
She could have
wealthy
used.
on her own. And the fact that her baby father is 50 Cent, could be another famous person. If she had started a business, and maybe say the allowance wouldn't stretch that far, I'm pretty sure he would have helped her up so she can get where she wants to go. And then
But the
she would
thing,
have her
not to not to
independent.
not to cut you, Delia,
Hmm.
not to cut you, but for you to be getting that amount of money, 6,000
Hmm.
something is a lot of money. It all depends on where you live and all other expenses that she may have had. But
Hmm.
um, I think she could have probably used that money to do something, as you said, start a little business, and
Yeah.
just writing on his name alone would
Yeah.
help the
Yeah, that's
business
it.
up. Yeah. Use what
That's
you
a huge
have.
advantage she
Use
has.
what you
Yeah.
have. Yeah. If you got to use his name, use his name.
Hmm.
you know, and get something out of that and make that 6,000 something um go for you. That
Yeah.
son though, I don't know. At 25 years old, I'm not sure what kind of foundation they have set for him to be a successful adult. But at 25 years old, we can all say, oh, he's an adult. He needs to go get a job. He don't need his father's money. Certainly, he don't. At 25, he probably should have already determined what he wants to be and
What
be
he wants to
working
do in
at
life.
that.
Hmm.
Yes, and be working at that with their blessings there and some support, but not sitting down and waiting for his dad and bashing his dad to give him more money give him more money. I could understand if you say, Daddy, I started this business, it kind of failed. Can you help me to, get back on my feet? I got a little problem here and there. But you can't sit down and force the hardworking man to just give
Sit and
you
look after you,
his
grown boy.
money just
Yeah,
because you are his son. No, go get a job.
that's right. So I read the
Yeah, go
article.
get a job.
The problem is the mom. So 50 is saying that the mom refuses to work over all these years. Because remember, he's 25 now. So for 25 years, she has not worked because the money was coming in heavy. So she sat down and lived off that money.
And just
And
live off the money without
spoil
any
him as
plans
well.
because she expect the money to continue forever. Like,
Hmm.
seriously?
Yeah, you're right. Big Tim, money is the root of all evil. It's I blame it on mommy. Welcome lifestyle, Janet with Janet. It's mommy who's to be blamed, because a lot of single mom with one child. Um, spoil the child, very much so. I'm a single mom of one child, but I can tell you this one ain't going to be spoiled because he's going to be a man someday, and I have to teach him. You understand? I'm not going to give him everything that he thinks he should have. I'm going to teach him the right way. Even the very thing as food. Sometimes I can cook the nice meals every day, and I choose not to. I feel like have toast and tea. That's what you're going to have. So I'm teaching him that as you go through life, you're going to have some days when you won't have it. So I'm teaching him right now, using myself as example. You understand? And that's just where a lot of parents fail because they believe giving children everything is love and they're growing them right. But in reality, it's not. It's not. So I start off with 50 Cent because I want to jump into the Jamaica incident with the man seen excuse me. The man seen kicking his baby mother. It's a huge topic and is the opinion of others is many. But
Oh, I didn't see that one.
you didn't see it?
Mm-mm.
So I actually have the video clip here, but I didn't edit it to be able to show it.
No
But
worry, I
in the
will
video,
find it. Remember, all weekend I was working, so I wasn't trolling.
oh. So in the
Yeah, I was
video,
working, so I wasn't going through the internet, so I don't know. All the news from the weekend miss me.
yeah. So in the video, it was a short video, few seconds. A man could be seen. I'm gonna see if I can find it here and send it to you now. A man could be seen kicking a woman. We didn't know who she was at the time, but now we know it's his baby mother, and and then he walked away, leaving her on the ground. But the way in which he was kicking her, she was getting head kicks.
But was she's pregnant?
I don't know if she's pregnant or she just have a large
Child for
stomach.
him?
Oh, two kids for him, but they were just coming from court, and the judge awarded him to pay her 60,000 Jamaican dollars. So he released a
Per month?
video. Hmm?
Per month?
No, no, no. He's to give her now $60,000. Maybe
Okay.
in back child support. I don't know, but there are different speculations. That uh he's an artist of some sort, and her motive is not very genuine. So he released a
Okay.
voice note after it happened to a friend, and I only heard one of the voice note. Trev, check out the comment section while I look for this for me. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. I think I found it. I'm gonna send it to you so you can see it quickly, Trev.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we'll be able to discuss it better. All right, there's the video. Come on in. Come on in. Who is in the house? I'll take a minute while Trev check the video I just shared with her.
Which one
While
you send it to?
the second one, I think that I sent the first.
Okay. All right. Just reach.
Yeah. Um. So once you finish, watch that. Then we'll discuss further. Jordan is here. Hey, Jordan. Hey, Jordan. Thank you for coming back. See it? Let me know when you finished watching it, Trev. Guys, have you seen the video? Jordan, have you seen the video? Janet, Mercer, the video with the gentleman putting his foot on his baby mama after they coming from court? Please hit the like button, guys. Well, Rich, have you seen the video? What's your thought? Rambo, you saw it. What do you think about it?
Oh my God, Dale, I can't even talk. Me just my blood pressure just go up.
All right. Don't watch it no more. All right.
Jesus,
So
goodness.
so
Me, I hear
so the guy released a video after that happened, and he said that in one of the video, the voice note, I didn't hear the second one. One of the voice note, he was saying to the friend that after court he stopped talking to someone, and then the baby mama came round, started picking an argument, and then hit him with the bag, her bag, and then they started fighting. And during the fight, she fell, and then that's when he put his foot on her. Not to say it's right, but that's what happened. But this is my
Delia,
question.
go ahead, darling.
Yeah, this is my question. If I mean, we don't see how it started. He's the one that's saying it. But if you go to court, yeah, and the judge just awarded your baby father to pay you that huge amount. Had it been me, when we leave court, I'm going to inquire which way did he go? He went left. I'm going to go right. I just don't want to run into him because I don't know if he's upset because obviously he must be. Because the guy's saying, where am I supposed to get $60,000 to give her? In the same video, he said that she's telling him she's going to destroy his life if she doesn't get him. In other words, the relationship ends between the two of them, so they're co-parenting. But she's trying to say, if me not get you back as my man, I'm gonna make your life hell. Don't know how much truth that is, but I know of people like this. Do you understand? Where relationship ends and they do make the other person life real hell. And if it's a woman that tells the man that, oh, he's in trouble. The man, on the other hand, if it's him, she's in trouble just the same. But what I'm saying here is we can look at it many ways, but I'm just looking at it from a different perspective. You see, when people do you stuff or continue to do you things, it's like someone living at home in a relationship that is really bitter. And you don't the public doesn't see what that person just kept doing to you. And it's only when you retaliate one day, when you reach breaking point, that is when they see it. So I'm asking myself the question, before this case come to court and for him to put his foot on her there, a what has she been doing to him, if anything? I'm sure something. But I know as well he could have controlled himself, but we're gonna be a hypocrite and we're gonna say all different things, because I know if I get hungry, like if something happened to my son, I don't remember about calm down. I'm angry because you just hurt my child. You understand? And I use a mother because a mother or a father, when something happened to their children, it's like you lose it. So in that moment, you can just, and then you sit back later and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I done that. So that guy could be going through a moment. His moment right there, his cup just run over. Do you think that this is kind of a setup? Marissa, this is gonna go good. This is going places. I don't My child's father, I have one child, and my child father is not in a better position than I am. But I don't take him to court because before you become father or mother, you're human. And the thing is that we don't have empathy towards each other much when it comes to father, mother, parenting children. Is as if some of us wants to sit at home and dictate to the man to go out there and do whatever and bring the money in. But what about you? You should try and do something to help because your children just the same. Don't you agree, Trev?
I agree. Totally.
This is one of the
Totally.
biggest problem right now with a lot of our mothers. And when they don't get their way, then they go and take up
They
another
try to make
man.
the man's life hell. Yes. They try to make the man's life hell in the name of the children.
Yes,
And also because a lot of people are more sympathetic. Society on a whole is more sympathetic towards women.
true.
So, yes, society is always jumping on the side of the woman and saying, oh, the man cheat on her and stuff. And people fail to understand that a man's cheating on you has absolutely nothing to do with his relationship with his children.
That's
So
true.
if you are with a man and he's cheating on you and you are leaving him, for the love of God and all things good, do not deprive the man of the ability to father his children, because that's his right and that's his responsibility. He may not want you. He doesn't want to be with you anymore. That's the end of that. You
Yeah.
can go find yourself another man, but your
Mm-hmm.
children cannot find another father. And a stepfather is not their father.
Yeah.
So if their father passes away and somebody chooses to fit in, fine. But while their
Mm-hmm.
father is alive, unless he is a clear danger to them,
Mm-hmm.
you don't deprive the father of the ability to father his children. You don't do that. Don't
That's
use the
true.
children to spite him. Don't keep the children away, because if you can't see him, if he can't be with you, he can't see the children, and all this nonsense, and drag the children through all this muck and mud and all this dirt for what?
Mm-hmm.
Makes no sense. And then you raise children who would have otherwise been strong individuals. You have just now made them weak and whimpering rather than strong, upstanding, responsible human beings.
Mm-hmm.
And women think they do a world of good. Oh, no, you don't, sister.
No.
What you
No.
have done, you have not only broken the man you intended to break, you have also broken your children,
Of
because now
course.
they don't have a relationship with their dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Um,
that's not healthy for them.
that's true. I was just looking at the comment section. Rich is saying, "Well, can't take the man who beat the woman." Then Mercer is saying he didn't have any right to hit her or kick her. True, I agree. But you also said that some women do push men, and I believe if if she uttered the words, "I will make your life miserable," then it means that guy has been going through some things. And it's like it goes with the saying, and on the same day leaf drop in the water, it sink. Yes, it
Hmm.
it could be a moment where he just popped. And I was saying earlier, you can't control anger sometimes when you're at a place. It's after you outburst, you be like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. And yes, some women are very pushy. I have a friend who told me, I didn't hear this. She told me, if my man not lick me, him not love me. We have some weird, sick thinking people around us. Some women who get kicked just like that, that's their reality today. Some are really innocent and scared victims, but then you have some women, that's what they like when them and them man fight because they're too manly. Them love to jump up and lick, and them I go get lick. And then they just get round and get makeup and they're all okay. I've seen them. I've seen them. I hope that wasn't an act because it can't be an act. Because now the court said he will have to pay 250,000. So that 60,000 has just whopped, whop, whop, whop.
Or for the violence he was awarded to pay her.
More.
Yeah, he deserves to. I don't have any sympathy for a man who would go through that length. You did you hear how that Rumpelstiltskin boot connecting the woman's
Well,
head?
he should have gotten arrested and then pay that.
Yes, he
I'll
should have been
agree with the
arrested for that.
punishment. That's fine.
Yes, he should have been arrested.
But the thing is,
And he would have deserved it.
yeah, he should
Yeah, he
have
deserved to
punishment.
be arrested. No, you don't assault somebody like that. No, you
No,
don't.
no.
No,
If
you
if
don't.
if it's a case where she came by and she hit you with the bag and you start fighting, you can tell the man was angry. You can. You see that last kick that man kicked that woman. That was a deadly kick. The way how it,
Mm-hmm.
if your mother, he was so angry. It's like that anger just builds up and just sit there like a volcano and then it just pop.
Yes.
You understand? But
Mm-hmm.
when you have to deal with when you have to deal with people like her, if she's somebody who really gives a lot of trouble, you really have to know what you're doing with yourself because now he just damages his own reputation because everybody go and remember him for them kicks. Yeah? If he tries to come and tell you, you know how much things she do me? She burn up my clothes. She
No,
steal my
nobody gonna
dog.
listen.
She this my mother. She nobody now gonna listen to him, them only gonna remember the kicks that he kicked her.
Yes.
Because those were powerful. But you see,
Mm-hmm.
if it is true that you know, her action was deliberate, then she's gonna pay the consequence. Nobody can tell me say she not gonna have some bad head problem later down the line. Sometimes we're not supposed to push each other. We do it. We push people buttons all the time, especially when we're in relationships. We do it, and it's not good because, as you said, we have children. They have children that they they co-parent. What the kids gonna say later? Mom, look what you done to dad. Look what you done to mom.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the internet, as someone was saying the other day. It doesn't matter how many times you delete something from your phone or from your
It's
social
still there.
media
Once it's
account.
out there, it's not
It
going
is
away.
not going anywhere. So 20, 30, 40 years from now, those children, when they grow up, they can go and find that video of their dad kicking the hell out of their mother. Nah, go, go, go.
Mm-mm.
It's sad. It's
Mm-mm.
really sad. But I don't know. Trauma is a hell of a thing because sometimes when we're coming from a place of, you know, trauma, childhood abuse, our meds is messed up. A lot of women are in relationships that are abusive because they think that they deserve to be there. Do you understand? And they're around men
Yeah.
who abuse them. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
they
And I am wondering too
mm,
if it's a possibility. I don't know the background of the relationship between them, but it is a strong possibility that their relationship was violent prior to this, and it's also a strong possibility that it wasn't.
yes, but
It
I'm
was
gonna say
probably it
sorry,
probably
go on.
just his cup just probably got full, ran over. He was already seething from the court order to pay her that money, and then whatever caused the breakup, he was probably seething and trying to control himself all along. And then, as you said, that they had an altercation just before we saw him kicking her, that could have been his breaking point. No, but there's absolutely no excuse,
Mm-hmm.
because he could have taken them two grandpa skin boots and run across the street and
Exactly. Exactly.
run along about his business so as not to get into a physical confrontation with her. Somebody don't just get up one day and decide that they're going to kick you because you hit them with a bag. They're going to violently kick you like that. It must have been that this person
No,
has
man.
some violent
I
tendencies
think he was
before.
pushed. He was
Even if
forced
he
there.
was pushed,
I think he was.
he had some violent tendencies before. People don't just get up and do that.
No, they don't. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking the
And
man don't just
obviously he
leave
was
court and
angry.
come see and kick out your belly. You have to do something.
Exactly,
Like
extremely
tell the
angry. And
boy
as
what
you
you
said,
did him. Yeah.
Mhm.
You can
Mhm.
understand how you damage your reputation if that was deliberate, wicked. But tell the world that you went and fatigued the man and made it hard and him couldn't leave and him kick it on. Because the man can't just mad, so a man people alone, unless him have mental issue. If you just see and kick it on. So nobody will
No,
just get up.
you remember I said it this morning. There ain't no mental issue.
No, sir. Them keep the two connect with mental. If you want
Yes,
to
yeah,
try problem, miss her 6 times and give her one.
yeah.
That would be like,
I
tired
don't
of you.
think so.
But tired of you.
I don't think so.
Listen, some
I don't
women
think
we
so.
put them. You ever watch these movies where them a try to defraud or try to lie and then them try to buy somebody for beat them up and say, all right, come beat me up or oh, take time to hide. And then next thing them show up with the whole face mash up and say, oh, I got robbed. And
You know,
some women, I don't
I
know,
know there's
as
some devious things
they
going
get
on out there.
and then
It's not even a laughing
they
matter.
get something from doing these things to themselves. Man, listen, I've lived in the ghetto for years. I've lived in CV Gardens. I'm not from there, but I saw my aunt is still living, and I've been there. Um, Still just coming to place and to myself, but man, I've been around domestic abuse. I've seen the domestic abuse leaving the house into the street, and it just get crazy. I even saw it in my own home. Like I saw a knife just zoop past me, and then they go back and they in the relationship again.
Oh
You know what I mean?
yes. Oh yes.
So why I mean I understand. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. And women, man, we women need to do better. We need to be more independent. We need to educate ourselves. I mean, we have the internet at our disposal, and we get up every day and we on Facebook, we on Instagram, we watch the whole YouTube, and nothing from those videos is to do with upliftment, education, how we can better myself. And another big problem, Trev, with Jamaicans, a lot of our women left school, not leave school, drop out of school with pregnancy. And they never got the chance to go back. Or, when you get pregnant, mama don't care. Mama say, a baby you want, good for you. So it's like a lot of our baby mothers or our mothers, they were children having children. Do you understand? And the mindset is not developed. Do you understand? And then their children grow, come with other children, and it's as if the road, a mother would encourage the daughter. Him have money. Make sure you talk to him, not talk to him. Him have and him have money, have 5, 6 woman. But because me the daughter, me look hotter than them, me the mother, I push her out there. That's the mentality. That
Yeah, some people
that's not
there's a page there's a page in society's Bible for that. You know, there is a page, maybe a chapter even for people in that situation. But not every teenage mother
mhm,
determines that their child is going to do the same and does nothing
mhm.
for their child to do better.
Yeah.
If doing better is the right word, is a right term. I was a teenage mom. Um, my mother never turned her back. She never said, that's it for you. You go do what you want supposed to do, get a baby, that sort of thing. She was always my mother's words, exact words to me were, you think you're gonna turn in your turn worthless? You're not turning your turn worthless. Yeah, those were exact words.
Yeah.
And my daughter was born in the summer. I always say to people, I am blessed beyond measure
Yes.
because I ended up going to school all the way to summer.
Yeah.
She was born in the summer. I was back in school September.
What? Tell us
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh yeah. 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 My mama was like, no, you're not going to stay in here, Anton Worthless.
Yeah.
And my mama used my St. Hilda's uniform and made a dress for my daughter. And every day She put on the dress for my daughter and she said, "That is your graduation." She said, she
Yeah,
said that is the
that's a good one.
graduation. That is the graduation. And it was something we laughed about and something that made me mad sometimes. Because I like, Ma, you just keep poking fun at me like this. But it was her way of coping, and it was her way of telling me that you make me tell you this.
Yeah.
I am doing this much,
Hmm.
working this hard, and on my life, you will not
Yeah.
just sit here and because you have a baby, you're going to
Live up
just
life.
sit here, not go back to school, not do anything. She did everything she could. And I was right back in school,
Yeah, that's good,
just like that.
because
All I did was change schools. I just
yeah,
changed schools, that's all.
a lot of young girls don't have that support because mommy is
A lot of
struggling
people don't have that.
a lot.
Exactly. A lot of
Yeah,
people don't have
a
that
lot.
support.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't have that. One of the
Hmm.
lucky ones.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a huge
I was
thing.
one of the lucky ones. Talk to me,
It's
sis.
it's like it's like a lady sent her daughter to university,
Mhm,
and she got pregnant pregnant.
mhm.
So she
I'm
took home the baby
not
to mama,
on my channel. I am guest on Delia's channel.
and mama decided to name the child
Mhm.
Degree
Big
because she said, "I sent your mother to
degree.
university to get a degree, and you came." She called the baby Degree. But
That was
Mama did went back to to
that.
university.
Well, well, my mom would always say that. She always said that my daughter was St. Hilda's graduation. That was the graduation she was expecting from St. Hilda's. But it was, I mean, I was one of the lucky few.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was one of the lucky few. Some parents just like throw their hands up like you go have a baby, I'm done with you. And then we
Mhm.
find that this whole cycle continues because that teenage mother can't mother herself, can't mother her
That's right.
child.
That's right.
And they leave you up. You can't support yourself financially. And if nobody's gonna assist you in going to school, what you gonna do? You're gonna end up probably with two more dozen babies. I mean, and and the more babies you have, the worse your life becomes
That's true.
because you're not able to care for yourself and care for those children.
Yeah,
So um I mean it is what it is. Life is rough as it is.
life is
And
life.
then to take us back to the topic,
Yeah,
that's where situations like child support becomes
a problem.
a contributing factor
Hmm.
to the degradation of your life and your children's life, and then your whole world just become an absolute mess if you don't pull it together
Yeah.
and pull it together quickly. You know,
Hmm.
because now you are not working, you are too young. Now you're worried about the daddy needing to pay you. Chances are he ain't even have a dime himself.
Exactly.
Chances
Exactly.
are he
Exactly.
don't have a dime himself. And you
Hmm.
take him to court, he's depressed, you are depressed, all around it's all depression, the poor child is depressed. It just becomes a mess. And as you said before, we are not understanding of each other. We
No.
don't extend enough grace to each other. We just think that the worst we can make a situation is the better we can feel, which shouldn't be the case.
Yeah.
It should be that we should be in a hurry rather to make the situation more amicable,
Hmm.
and if we can't be friends, we don't have to be enemies to the point where we are out, working overtime to destroy each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we shouldn't have to do that. We can't be
No.
friends.
No.
I,
It's
you
true.
know,
True.
my kid's father, we don't talk. We ain't
Mhm.
talking. We are never going to talk.
Yeah.
But at the same time, am I gonna go out of my way, go make up a story, go call the police, go
One
do
minute,
all kind
Trev.
of mess? Who got
Thanks for
time for that?
coming, Rich. Thanks for coming. If you have to go, thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you very much. Welcome in the building, Chad. Rambo, I've been reading your messages as well. Trev, Chad is here. Welcome, Chad. Welcome. Should find
I
you.
don't know.
Chad found you.
As always, we are attached at the hips.
Rambo was saying that we need to stop beating our children. That's we should discipline them, but the judgment lick where we lick them, we need to stop because some beating and a beating is murderous. Yeah, it's terrible. Because and our, we need to encourage our young men more. Mothers in the chat, whosoever is listening later, if you have young sons, you need to talk to your sons more. Encourage them to walk away when they grow up. Encourage them to walk away. Encourage them to cry over their situation. Encourage them to feel human. Don't tell them about them to shut up and them do this like girl or them and a man. Encourage them just like we encourage our daughters because sometimes these men,
Mhm.
what they're playing
They need help
also
too.
are the abuse and what they endure as a young boy because nobody never tell them it's okay to feel sad, it's okay to cry, it's okay to hurt. No, everybody beat them and them all it in, and then poor woman when she come along, she get the whole of it because they don't understand that it's okay to let go. You understand? Remember that woman recently who wanted to go to a party and the guy took her 3 points because she went to a
Mhm.
party?
Mhm.
Like what's that about? It's not cool. So we need to encourage our young men and our men in our lives now. Because we love tell them things too, you see? Are hurtful things. Tap clapping them, explain things to them and show them. That's true, Rambo. That's what we need to do. And plus, beating have no use to Pitney nowadays. Because if Pitney decide for bad, them just make up their mind and know. So when them done bad, them get the beating. But
Yeah.
you can punish them by taking away things that they enjoy having, like the games, certain
But even
time.
that too.
Mm?
But not to go off topic, but even that too causes a problem. Did you see the young man who took his mother 3 points the other day because she took away his gadgets?
I think he's spoiled. He's a
I
spoiled
think so.
child. I think he probably
Yes.
gets all the time and he just couldn't deal with no.
Can't
And
deal
mommy
with
decided
no.
this time no. Mm-mm. You know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. I think she had made him get away with everything before, and then now when she trying to put her foot down,
too late.
he couldn't understand it. Yeah, because she was just putting her feet down cold turkey on him. He
Yeah.
couldn't stand it. Mm-hmm.
That is what they mean when they say bend the tree when it young. Because at what
Mm-hmm.
age? At 10, she wants to put her foot down. That was 10 years too late.
Yes.
That boy has his little attitude going like not gonna happen. I want it. And now he's going to do life sentence because they're gonna charge him as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's serious. That's some serious stuff right there. I decided I wanted to do a show as well on that because um a lot of our mothers, us who has traveled like myself, when we come a foreign, not for we when we come a foreign, or if the children are still at home, when we travel, we want to give the kids everything that we never had. But we can't do that. Because a friend of mine, she's gonna see the video, but I'm sure she doesn't mind me sharing because I'm not calling her name. But her child is about 2 years older than my child, so I think he's about 1 year, 13 years old, and she gave him everything. She spoiled him, and at the age he's at now, he's getting suspended out of school because he watched the games, these games that they watch all the time and they have all these violence and this fu words and all these stuff. He watches it so much
Mm-hmm.
that it's like it becomes a part of him, and he goes to
Mm-hmm.
school and he uses these words to the teacher. Suspended out of school. It's crazy. But she admitted, I went wrong. I thought that giving him everything I never had was doing the best for him. But now I realize
No.
I went the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
All the different gadgets. You can give them the gadgets, but you also must monetize their time. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when they're on there for how long, give them breaks. My son stuff they're in a cupboard, so I key everything away until I know, yeah, I'll give you one of that, you get that, or you don't get anything. Schoolwork, when so giving them is okay-ish, but you have to still play a role. And worse, the computer, if they have computer, you have to assess computers, look what they're looking at, what they're engaged in, because these children nowadays, they are smart. They
They
will make
are.
us look stupid. Yeah, they know so much. Something on my phone goes wrong, I can call my son and say, check this for me. And then he gets it. I'm like, he goes, Mom, you wouldn't understand. 11 years old.
My daughter too. She said, "Oh, Mom, you just don't understand." I'm always calling. I'm doing some schoolwork and I'm like, I'm just overwhelmed. And I'm like, wow, I don't know what I'm doing here
Yeah,
on the computer. And she just come on 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. She
true.
said, Mom, you don't understand. I
Oh,
don't
stop. You
I
said, oh,
don't know what
stop.
happened. I can't see the chat.
Honestly. But yeah, Rambo, you're right. We have to we represent the family. We're the young Jennings, we're young ones. So the younger ones, we have to set examples, encourage them along so that they grow up to represent us. You know, they are smart as, but they are not strong mentally. This generation is one of the weakest generation. Yeah, it just depends as well. It depends on parenting, Trev, because if you are growing a child and you allow the kid to go out with friends and just do whatever, then you're asking for trouble basically. My son, what friend? Sleepover? Where? When? No, not allowed. Anywhere me I go, he's coming with me. Them top? Nah. That is why a lot of our children are so bad at the young age. You on the street, you see kids like young age, late evening, Trev, when they should have been home and they're in the uniform, and you see a group of them and some of them are hugging, kissing, leaning. I'm like, what? When they should be home? No, it just depends on what you allow. What you allow.
Yeah, the circumstances,
Right.
everybody's circumstances different. And yeah, everybody implement different ways of disciplines in their household. And it's not like once upon a time when it was like a collective effort for
Mm-hmm.
everybody to raise their children the same way so that there would be um, more harmony,
Yeah.
more societal harmony. That's not the case these days. These days, it seems like everybody wants to do their own thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it is causing anarchy in the place. We are not all on the same page. Once upon a time, you could say you trust your child to go to Miss Mary's house because you know
Mm-hmm.
that Miss Mary is going to be upholding with the same things that you would, and she is going to be disciplining that child for the same things that you would. Nowadays, you're scared to send your child to anybody else's house or make them be in anybody else's care because we are all so different.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's trying to implement their own ways of raising children, and they
Yeah.
are allowing different things, that some things that you would never allow your child to do. Another parent might, oh, it's nothing, it's okay. And that is why we have all of this mess in society right now.
Yeah. True.
We're not all on the same page anymore.
That's true.
Everybody on their own page.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah, an individualistic society. Everybody's doing their own thing for their own benefit without the care or concern for the other person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's her name? Chad just made a comment that the children today needs more exposure to each other and not the video games and social
And
media.
the gadgets, yes,
That's
they're
true.
not having enough social
Yeah.
life. Their
Yeah.
social life is social media, but they
Mhm.
need to be able to interact with each other, to have somebody say something to their face, that they're not happy with, but they're able to either talk it out or walk away from it.
Mhm.
When they are on social media so much, If they're having a quarrel, it's on social media.
Yeah.
If they're having a lovely embrace, it's on social media.
Everything is
They
on
are not
social media.
interacting with
Yeah,
each other. So whenever it comes off social media and they have to interact with somebody face to face, they don't know how to handle it.
that's true.
They don't know how to handle the rejection
Yeah,
outside of social media, because on social media you get the rejection and you're like, oh, you just shut down, you don't text that person anymore, you just don't talk to that person, you block that person, you go. But when that person is in front of your face, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to just walk away, because there is no computer screen between the two
yeah,
of you at
true.
that time. So now it's your emotions that have to come into play.
Yeah,
And a lot of people can't deal with that part of it, and so that's why they're just snapping and taking people's lives and taking out their frustration on each other, and it is
yeah,
sad,
yeah. It's true.
very sad.
You see, we at home as well, we have to play a part because many parents are relying on school to teach their children basic things that they need to teach them as well. You understand? Um,
Mhm.
my son, for example, the other day, because one of the things that they teaches them at school is that no matter what happened, don't fight. Like if someone hit you, find a teacher and report it. Don't get into fights because the person who started it will get into trouble and you will get into trouble as well. So whenever, as parents, like, when you make them lick with Jamaicans, you make him lick you, me say you feel lick him back. Then he then he goes, Mom, I can't do that. I'm not supposed to. I'm a prefect as well. So it's the teaching, because I do sit down and talk to my son and explain stuff. And even, for example, I might be straying off topic a little bit, but racism in school is something that my son picks up and understand already without me even explaining it to him, like what this is, because he's coming to tell you what happened with the white kid, but when it happens to him or another of his friends or another black child, the different treatment from the teachers. So he's very intelligent, and I played my part because I monitor, and I actually look at the people that he speaks to, like, who do you call friends? I need to meet friend parents. I need to understand the other child's, sort of upbringing, because if if this child is from a home where it is toxic and mommy just allows them to do stuff, I'm sorry, that cannot be the company you're going to be in, because you understand that negative
Mhm.
energy is coming back at you, because there are kids at school that they would tell you all the words that they shouldn't be speaking and up your mother and your young children, 10, 11 years old. Nope, come in, he knows, he just
Product of their environment.
you know
And
you can't help school because they're there, but we as parents as well, we have to do a lot, sit down and talk to our kids. They do listen, but a lot of us don't talk, we just shout, get up and go do that, da, 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 da. No, sit down and take time to listen and let them explain stuff to you, because just Sunday yesterday, I just decided, come, let's go, I'll take you out, and I dropped computer, everything, and we went to the park, and it was -4. I was like, let's go
Jesus.
somewhere else. It was nice and sunny, but it was freezing. So I took him somewhere, a bouncy castle thing in somewhere where he just interacts with other children and talk, and I just sat there and just wait for him. And he said, I had an amazing day, Mom. Came home night. No games, no nothing. When I came home, time for school. So spend time with them, talk to them, and it does make a difference. But back to the main topic, fathers, they play an important role in their children's life, unless they are people with they're abusive, like abusers, as in pedophilia. If they're not that, try and allow them into the kid's life. Please don't let money be the stoppage between them and their father having a relationship. You have to remember that a man has a family as well. And the same way you want him to give the money, let him give you what he does have. Because then there's auntie, there's mommy, there's sister, there's brother. He'd like to help just the same. Don't be greedy. And whatever you get, just take a little, save a little. Trev, there was a young man the other day, just before Christmas. I don't know if it was
Mhm.
a joke, but he didn't look like he was joking. He said that he gave his his girl 40,000 Jamaican dollars to go and get stuff for the Christmas holiday. You know, food.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
she went shopping, Kingston. And she came back with like you'd say, one pack of flour, one cooking oil, a few seasoning, and a few other things in the bag. And then in another bag was a wig for 17, 17, a wig for 17,000. A wig. The woman spent more than half the money on wig, eyelashes, nails, and rubbing bleaching cream. She wants to look good for Christmas, and the house don't have nothing to eat. So I said that
Excuse
because
me.
a lot of women or not take the pity them money on give the pity them. If I hold on take the money and now look out for the pity or not buy Brazilian wig. Or if you stop it.
That's so funny. Because out of $40,000, she takes 17,000 buy one wig.
What Brazilian
Ma'am, like serious.
the, ma-
Oh,
the man said him said to her, said, so when you buy all of these fancy stuff, what we are gonna eat for Christmas? But you are. You know, but I want to know what I want. You see, when I leave go work, when I come back, you still there. You have to go because if me there, that woman like you, but not now gonna become mommy. You know how it is.
nothing.
Yeah, I do electric work or whatever work him do pan ladder. He goes, no, me can't build with woman like you. And
Mm-mm.
it, it's a fact though. A lot of our women are like this. Not well, me know say the lady who me gonna say something more now. No, watch my channel. There's a mother at my son's school. Let me tell you something. She ever bush. She suit up and she always look nice. And when you look on her one baby son, the little boy, but in pants tight so till every crease you can see in them poor little leg. She don't buy him the uniforms, them tight, and it looks so horrible. Like it's not even. I don't even laugh about it. I cuss in myself. I'm cussing like, man, look at you. And the child looks really bad. If the child bend on him in pants, tear. That's how it tight. Well, never stop it. No phone not take the man money for the child and not spend it on the child. It not right. Is it, Trevor?
I tell you. I tell you, it happens. It happens. It happens all around. And this,
And I'm hungry. Yes, true that, child. Hungry belly.
yeah, it travels. It happens all around. And this money, I don't know. People just sit down, stretch their hands out for handout for money from a child's father.
Mm-hmm.
It's as though women act as though because they have a child for this person, it puts the man in a better position financially. It does not. The same way you were with him and all he could afford was two jackass Khan. Do you think after you have the child, without him having elevated himself academically or coming to a financial windfall, he's going to be able to afford you more than that for the child now?
Mm-hmm.
So you were with him all along.
Yeah.
You were with him all along and he could not afford much. Now you have a child for him and he still cannot afford much, but you take him to court for him to find much to give you
Mm-hmm.
when you know he did not have it before.
At the
Now you're going
beginning.
to
At
allow
the
the
beginning.
system.
Ah,
Yeah,
thank you. Thank you.
now you expect the court to come in and say, this man needs to give you $100 a week, when by golly, this man has never had $100 for an entire month.
Exactly. Exactly.
And you're going to,
Exactly.
those things will break people. Those things will cause people to go off their rockers. It will cause people to do things that they never even think themselves
True.
that they would
True.
ever do.
It's true.
Because now you're making him depressed. He has never made $100 in a whole month. Now you want it every week. He
Hmm.
does not have it. Maybe you all are not even together anymore. He's
Yeah.
trying to make a life for himself outside of you. And here you are trying to continue to make a life with his pocket, but not with him. And he's there trying to make a life with himself without any pockets,
Hmm.
anything in his pocket. And that will make anybody lose their mind. And
Yeah.
so I understand too where there is an increase in men being so violent towards women who have their children,
Yeah.
especially when the court is involved and child support is being talked about. And it is understandable. It
Hmm.
is I don't condone it, but I understand the stress and the pressure that they must be going under for them to just snap like that. And when I
Yeah.
look at most of the situations, it's always a case of the women trying to ask these men to get blood out of stone because they have a child. If you know the man is not going to be able to care for that child, try not to become pregnant. Because if he couldn't afford you a meal before you got pregnant, he will not be able to afford it for you immediately after. So taking him to child support court is not
Not
going to be
gonna
the
help.
answer. It's going to cause the situation to deteriorate more.
But even if this guy, since they left, even if he started doing
That's my
something,
piece.
if he started doing something after the relationship,
Mhm.
between them broke, then give him a chance. What he's doing is young. Don't try to. Why you pulling the man down? But then you see, if the advice I would give to this guy is, before you pay the 250,000, take about 20 out of it and go do a DNA. Cause we are famous for jackets. Jamaica love gift jacket. So make sure you go check to make sure say you're too pitting them before you pay. Hello, sir, you hear me? Hello, anybody I watch my video? If you don't know this guy will kick the lady who him shouldn't kick her, tell him please make sure him do a DNA, because sometimes we bad the broomstick. We choose which one to give the pitney because something look good at one for them. Master, go make sure you go check out your kids them, come. Me no want see you give that the woman then no more kick. Them kick them no normal. Cause next time you're not go,
Mm-mm.
yeah, you go prison for it. But Trev, on a serious note, there was a video I shared on one of my video ones, yeah, on my channel, where this young man, the girl video, it was real. The guy, welcome, inspired to elevate. Trev drop off. Battery must be dead. So me I go talk to no until Trev come back. I don't know what's going on and maybe she don't come back. But inspired to elevate lives. Thank you for being here. I did welcome you, my dear. But probably you didn't hear, but welcome. Short boss, I know you're in the ground somewhere, in the background, the bushes. Welcome, welcome, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know where Trev is, but I might just wrap this up so we all can go places. Yeah, almost time for my bed. Not really, because I have to wait for Jordan's birthday party. But anyway, guys, I'll just wrap this video up. Oh, you there? Come back. Are we on gone?
I'm still here. I'm still here. It keeps breaking up. You keep going off and coming back. You know what to do live. Yes, you keep going off and coming back. I'm not sure what's happening. Oh, but I was here, but I couldn't see your screen at all. Okay, I'm in talk to the doctor them today, tell them don't come today. Don't. Oh my. Oh, really? But I'm seeing you. Hmm. Yeah, I saw that. Crazy. That is crazy. He does not have to bring for all the children because they are not his. People need to get real. He's bringing for his child. He's bringing for his child. You don't have to make the situation into a big old, like a big old ghetto scene. No, he brought only for his child. You could probably have a conversation with him. You know, Joe, it don't look good for you to just bring for your child. So this is what you do. Don't just bring it. Give me the money and I will buy, because a mother knows how to stretch a dollar. Yes. Next time when you're coming, just bring the money and I will buy enough food, because when I serve food in the house, I don't serve just one child. I serve everybody. So don't just, give your child, because it just because it doesn't look good doesn't mean that he doesn't have a right to support his child in whatever way he chooses. So then there needs to be a different conversation between. Right, which wasn't good. But now there, because we have so many instances of us mothers with, children in the household from different fathers, and this type of situation is going to be occurring more frequently. We need to start having these conversations with our exes and with the children, that this might happen and this is what to expect. I'm telling you, 40 years from now, that is going to be a thing. 40 years from now, it is going to be a thing where mothers are going to be having this conversation with their children and saying, listen, Tom is John's father. Tom is not your father. When Tom comes here and he gives John something, I don't want you to feel upset. I don't want you to feel badly about it. Just understand that Tom is John's father and Tom is taking care of John. And the same will happen when your dad comes and gives you anything. Because these situations are going to happen more frequently. And we cannot force a man to care for a child that is not his. Yes, and if he does not want to bring five Burger King, he should not have to. He should not be forced to, neither directly or indirectly. And he shouldn't be made to feel badly because he cannot bring five bags of McDonald's for his child and the other children that are not his. They're not his children. He has no obligation to feed them because they are not his. His yes, his pocket maybe can't accommodate buying that, but yeah, he's trying to take care of his child. Don't deny him the opportunity to care for his child because it doesn't fit into what you think should happen for the other four children. In that case, set up a date. Tell all the other children's daddy at 3 o'clock on Saturday, everybody bring McDonald's for their child. How about that? Everybody, yeah, everybody bring McDonald's. It's gonna be McDonald Tuesday or McDonald Wednesday, next week Wednesday. And every one of you who have a child in this household is expected to bring a McDonald meal. So the kids can have a McDonald day. Yeah, that's what he might have to do. But don't embarrass the one father because he's not able to because he didn't bring for everybody. He's not obligated to. They're not his children. You know, right? They're not together. They're not his children. And sometimes, yes, and sometimes we stretch ourselves just to become agreeable and stretch ourselves to nothing. And I don't think it is fair or even right for this guy to stretch himself to nothing just because he wants to please her. He wants to be accepted because, oh, here he comes with 5 bags of McDonald's. Sometimes all the man can afford is the one McDonald. Go check them out. Maybe after that McDonald, he probably can't even buy gas for his car. But he's making sure he buys something for his child to eat. No, we can't hold him hostage for not having bought for the other children. They're not his. It would have been nice if we could. It would have looked nice, so wow, he's such a nice guy. But maybe he's not a nice guy. He can afford it, but he's not going to. And maybe he just does not have it. And in either case, we should be understanding and accepting either way that this is what it is. That's what he can afford. Yeah, I stand with him. He couldn't afford anymore. He couldn't afford anymore. And he shouldn't be made to feel badly for not being able to afford more. Because he didn't have it, he don't have it. But don't deny him the right to care for his child because you believe that he should have cared for all the others. Mhm. There could have been yes, could have been so many lessons taught. Mhm. Thank you so much for having me, Delia. It was a great topic. I enjoyed being here as always. As always, I enjoy being here. Lovely topic, lovely camaraderie, love chatting with you, family. And to everybody in the chat, thank you all so much for coming in. Thank you all so much for keeping the chat going. We sincerely appreciate that. Rambo and everybody else in the chat. And it was a great topic. It was nice being here. And we gonna continue doing this. Right. And guys, if you're out there, for the love of God and all things good, if you find yourself in a case where you must file for child support, you must seek child support from the other parent of your child, can we just try to make it amicable? Can we just try to be more understanding? Can we just try to understand that the relationship a child has with their parent worth way more than any money that that parent could ever pay. So don't deny your child the right to have a relationship with their other parent, all because you didn't get enough money. That's like selling your child. Selling your child. Don't do that. All right. If there's nothing else you hear from me today, I hope you heard that part.
Let's
Yes, love.
introduce you to her. No, no, it's a him. We don't do her. This is a photographer for today. Hello, Delani, my son. Let me show you what I am going to do.
Mm, I see you're putting on your gear, sister.
Don't turn it off. Give me the helmet.
Yes, sir. They are handling me work like a man. Exactly, exactly. You get all these skill sets that you can use later on. I know, so I'm looking here. So, oh, my thing has been frozen for the longest time. That's okay. Mhm. That's a whole lot of work, man. You know, tell her, say, watch me. You should not tell her, you know, tell her, say, a salmon your name will swim upstream. Could go against the current. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Wow. Wow. I really did the ninja. Yeah. They are really the ninja. Look at that. Very nice. Yes, sir. Wow, I tip my hat to you. Watch and now she blowing. I know. Mm. So when okay, so you okay, so after you done you haul away the trash as well. Okay, wonderful. The before and after. Great transformation. Just like that.
Thank you for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, why not do so today? And if you have listened to this video this far, please click the like button.
Have a good one. Have a good one, my love. We will talk later. All right, my love. You have yourself a great day. Thanks for having me.